know. You never know. All right, folks, you never know with your pal and host, David Olney. Okay, I'm just like back from New York City. I look like I've been, on a bender for a week, but I've just been, New York City will take it out of you. More on that later. So what happened? Halloween and the Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Okay, Halloween is happening, and the Ancient Mariner, if you go on the, what is it? Facebook, David Olney, whatever, you can see me reciting the Rime of the Ancient Mariner, which by God I can do at the drop of a hat. But
it's also,
I won't do it now.
It's also on YouTube.
Go on YouTube
as well.
And there were these kind of videos that I did with my friend Jack Irwin, and we had a lot of fun doing that stuff. And the first one we did was Kubla Khan, and then we did the Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Went all over town to do it. Okay, so coming up, November 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th on tour in Florida. Bowery Station in Apalachicola. WSLR presents at Fogartyville in Sarasota. Our Kind of Folk in Palm Harbor. And the Pretty Cool House Concerts in St. Augustine. And then later in the month, Sunday, November 19th at Natalie's in Columbus, Ohio with Tommy Womack. Woo! November 30th at KDHX presents at the Stage in St. Louis. December 1st at the Historic Lyric Theater in Harrison, Arkansas. And December 2nd at the Little Rock Folk Club. And you can check all this stuff out on at davidolney.com. Okay, Halloween. Oh yeah, let me, this is Halloweenish. It's a poster for what? Oh, for the Florida dates. And God, I got something stuck in my throat.
So does the gator.
Yeah, so does the alligator here. I'm stuck in his throat. Okay, so that's that. So, in honor of Halloween, I wanted to do something vaguely creepy. And this is a song called Lazlo. And it came about, I was playing out in LA, and we were staying out near Santa Monica. And I was in the hotel room and couldn't sleep, and about 3 o'clock in the morning I just kind of went out on the sidewalk outside the door, looked around. It's 3 in the morning and I could see 4 or 5 people just kind of standing there for no reason. And I got to thinking about that. And I thought, well, maybe these are people that are figments of somebody's imagination, and this is where they hang out in their off time. And then I thought, well, I'm out here. And I started thinking, well, maybe, I'm a figment of somebody's imagination. And that's where this song started, sliding in. And I called it Lazlo because I wanted something that sounded vaguely like Lazarus, for the story in the Bible of Jesus raising the guy from the dead. I guess that's all you need to know about it. Here we go. My name is Lazlo, but call me whatever. I'm not really sure that I'm real. I come from the mind of the man you hear singing, and he makes me feel what I feel. Was I sleeping? Was I dreaming? Maybe I was nothing at all. Whatever I was not who I am, until I heard his voice call. Tonight, while he's lost and deep drunken slumber, I'll escape in the cover of a dream, and I'll walk the streets and look into the faces of those who are ghosts just like me. While he is tossing and turning and dreaming, I'll be with those of my kind. Until he awakes with a mouth full of ashes, and I return to the prison of his mind. When you wake in the morning and look into the mirror, are you sure you know who you see? Well, friend, if you do, you're either foolish or lucky. But whatever you are not me. My name is Lazlo, but call me whatever. I'm not really sure that I am real. I'm not really sure that I am real. All right, Lazlo. It's just these things that you make up. Maybe they actually, what if they were real? That, you know, it was just an odd thought. I tried to write a short story once to go with the song, and I couldn't make it work out. Maybe I'll go back and try it again. But this is what I wanted to get to. Okay, I was up in New York, right? And me and my wife and my daughter were up, and our friend Rachel were up, you know, where the museums are, you know, around 86th that, and 5th. And we were walking around, and it was in the evening, and coming across the street is this guy, and he's a panhandler. And he comes up, said, hey, you know, can you spare some spare change? And I just, you know, said, yeah, sure, you know, threw a couple of bucks in his cup. He said, you know, I'm a poet. And I'm going, oh, and I'm thinking, here we go. He says, yeah, would you like to hear a poem? And what, you know, what are you going to say? No! Just take the money and get out of here. No, I thought, you know, be nice. Not think, I thought, no way that this is going to be any good. And he was kind of a fragile sort of person. I think he was, you know, I don't know, 60 or something like that, but he'd been obviously living on the street and, whatever. And this is the poem, and okay, let me read the poem that he read. This is the one that he recited. He didn't read it, he recited it. It's called Her. If you fell like a leaf falls in the breeze on a quiet afternoon on a hillside, bathed in an afternoon's glow, or if you dropped like a cool gray-black stone onto the surface of a still pond, sending ripples like shivers up the spine of a rapt listener or every living thing at once, if you cried like a great gray cloud, split by lightning, fully loaded with all of summer's tears left unshed, or if you touched my face so lightly in the evening as the moon rose above the rested violet forest, that I awoke from my deepest slumbers and remained dreaming even as I gazed within your smile, then I truly would do the same for you. Okay, I just went, whoa. This is a beautiful poem. And this guy's name, he writes, writes under his pseudonym, is Jérôme Dagot, which means of agate. And his real name is John George Wolfgang Lesko. Very similar to Lazlo. I don't know, this guy really knocked me out. And if you want to check him out, you go on Google and you punch in Prisoner of Rime. And this guy's got poems and they're good. And how he ended up on the street, I don't know. But God bless him. He blew my mind. That's for sure. And I hope he's doing good. And I hope you're doing good. And I hope I get to lay down soon, because I'm very tired. All right, see you next week. Happy Halloween.
You never know. You never know. You never know.